for the first year, he made the payment of 7,600 as an installment. In this problem, he has not given the cash price. We have to calculate the cash price. This is the first year, this is the second year, and this is the third year. So we have to show the interest is due, and later we have to transfer the interest to profit and loss account. Hello my dear students, I am your AJ sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Grade College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, in today's session, I am going to handle the subject called Financial Accounting 2 for second sem BCom, and the topic is on accounting for hire purchase system. My dear students, in the previous session, we were discussing about the ledger entries in the books of hire, seller, and also interest is inclusive method and interest is exclusive method. And in this session, so we will going to calculate the problem if they did not give the cash price. So if they did not give the cash price, how to calculate the cash price? So we will see in this type of problem. Let's go to the problem. Mr. Kumaraswamy brought motor car from General Motors. See, General Motor is the hire seller, is the General Motors, and hire purchaser is the Kumaraswamy. Hire purchase is the Kumaraswamy. So he bought a motor car from General Motors. The payment was made as follows. So 4,000 rupees on delivery. He has paid 4,000 rupees on delivery, means what? Down payment. This is down payment. Next one, 7,600 at the end of the first year. So for the first year, he made the payment of 7,600 as an installment. For the second year, he has given the installment how much? 6,000 rupees at the end of the second year, and at the end of the third year, he has paid 5,500. Interest is 10% per annum is included in the 3 installments. See, in this problem, he has not given the cash price. Please bear in your mind, in this problem, he has not given the cash price. We have to calculate the cash price, but he has given the interest and also actual installment paid by the hire purchaser to hire seller. So, and Kumaraswamy charged depreciation at motor car at 20%. So, for every year, Kumaraswamy is charging depreciation at 20% per annum on diminishing balance method. See, diminishing balance method, DBM, and return down value method or WDV, all are same. Return down value method, diminishing balance method, reducing cost method, all are same. Next one, prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of Kumaraswamy, the hire purchaser, and show the interest calculation. How to calculate the interest we have to show. So first we have to calculate the cash price and also interest. So in the previous problems we were having a chart how to calculate interest and also installment and depreciation and principal amount. So here actually this type of problem is very easy. Let's see how to calculate the cash price and interest. Now we should come not from ascending order, we should come in descending order. First we should take third year, deduct the interest, then we should take second year, deduct the interest, again we should take first year, deduct the interest, then add the down payment. See, first third year installment minus interest, add second year installment, deduct the interest, again add first year installment, deduct the interest, and later add the down payment, then we can get the cash price of the asset. Let's calculate. See, cash price we don't know. First go to the third year installment. What is the third year installment? 5,500 is the third year installment. In this 5,500, interest is inclusive. So we have to exclude the interest. How to exclude the interest? See, actual cost of the asset is 100% plus interest is 10%. That means it is 110% is the amount they have given. This is 110%. This is not 100% of the installment. This is 110%. That means principal plus interest equals to installment. It has become. So we have to exclude the interest in order to calculate the asset price or actual asset price. Let's calculate. So third year installment. So it is 5,500. How to exclude the interest? So in this 5,500, it is already included, inclusive of interest. We have to exclude the interest. It is 110%. So we bifurcate 100% separately and 10% separately. How to calculate? So it is 5,000 minus direct interest, direct first year interest. So how to calculate this? 5,500 into 10 by 110. So 10% is the interest plus 100% is the, if the cost price is 100, interest is 10% equals to 110%. How to bifurcate that? So the amount equals to 5,500 into 10 by 110, you will get the actual interest you are paying. So let's calculate the interest. 5,500 into 10 by 110. So we'll get 500 is the interest. So let's direct this 500. So it is 5,000. Again add second year installment. Add second year installment. So what is the second year installment here? Look at the second year installment. So this is 6,000 is the second year installment. Add second year installment here. So we'll get 11,000. Again direct the interest. Same, 10% is the interest, 100% is the cost. So if you add, it will become 110%. So we have to bifurcate the 10% out of 110%. So minus second interest. So it is 11,000 into 10 by 110. So let's calculate 11,000 into 10 by 110. It is 1,000. So interest is 1,000. Direct this 1,000 from 11,000. You will get 10,000. So again add first year installment. What is our first year installment? So our first year installment is 7,600. Add 7,600. Add first installment. It is 7,600. It will become 17,600. Again direct the first year interest. So minus first interest. So it is 17,600 into 10 divided by 110. So it is, you will get 1,600. So the amount is, if you deduct this 1,600, you will get 16,000. So you will get 16,000, and 16,000 plus what is the down payment we have paid? We have paid the down payment of, so we have paid down payment of 4,000. So add the down payment plus down payment equals to 16,000 plus down payment equals to 4,000. You will get 20,000 is the cash price of the asset. Is cash price equals to 20,000. Again I am repeating here. See, please listen here. So in total, what is the third year installment equals to 5,500. Again direct the third year installment. How to direct? In this 5,500, interest is inclusive. So we have to exclude the interest. 5,500 into 10 by 110, you will get 500. So if you deduct 500, you will get 5,000. So again add the second year installment. If you add second year installment, it will become 11,000. Again deduct the second year installment. So 11,000 into 110 by 110. So you will get 1,000. Deduct this 1,000, you will get 10,000. Again come to the first year, add first year installment. So 7,600 is the first year installment. Deduct this interest. So minus first year interest. So how to calculate? 17,600 into 10 by 110, you will get 1,600. So ultimately you will get 16,000. For 16,000, add down payment 4,000, then you will get the cash price of the asset. So in our problem, cash price of the asset is 20,000. Now let's calculate the depreciation. So depreciation. So what is the rate of depreciation? So rate of depreciation is 20% per annum. So cash price of the asset. So depreciation at 20%. Depreciation at 20%. So cash price of the asset equals to 20,000 minus first depreciation, first year depreciation at 20%. So it is 20,000 into 20 by 100. So let's calculate 20,000 into 20%. So it is 4,000. So now so they have given the depreciation on diminishing balance method or written down value method. So let's calculate, it will become 16,000. On this amount we should calculate the depreciation. Again minus second year depreciation at 20%. So it is 16,000 into 20 by 100. So let's calculate. 16,000 into 20% is 3,200. So if you deduct 3,200, you'll get 12,800. 16,000 minus 3,200 is 12,800. Again for the third year minus third depreciation. So at 20%. So 12,800 into 20%. So we'll get into 20%. So we'll get 2,560. So deduct from 12,800. So you'll get 10,240. So for how many years they asked? So for 3 years they have asked the problem. So 3 installment. Let's calculate 3 depreciation is enough. Now let's go to the problem. Now let's do the ledger entries. So ledger entries in the books of hire purchaser. So in the books of hire purchaser we have to prepare hire seller account. Who is the hire seller? General Motors. General Motors account. So in this, what is the journal entry? First one, for the purchasing of the asset in the books of hire seller. So what is the in the books of hire purchaser? What is the journal entry? Asset account or car account data to General Motors account. So by car account to General Motors account. On what day? On the beginning of the date. On which date we are purchasing the asset? On 1/1/2007 we are purchasing the asset. Let's write the date. So 1/1/2007 by car account. So how much? What is our cash price? See, we have already calculated the cash price here. So it is 20,000. 20,000. Again, on the same date of purchase or on the same day of purchase, we have made the down payment. So what is our down payment? So they have given the down payment here. We have paid the down payment of 4,000 rupees down payment. So let's write on the same date of purchase 1/1/2007 we have made the down payment of 4,000. Next one, at the end of the year we are going to calculate the interest. What is the first year interest? See, already we have calculated the interest here. What the first year interest is 1,600. This is the first year interest, this is second year interest, and this is third year interest. So 1,600 is the first year interest. Let's write the interest here 1,600. So on 31/12/2007 at the end of the year we are going to make we have to calculate the interest, and at the same day we have to make the installment with interest. So what is the first year interest we have paid here? Look at the question. So first year installment we have paid 7,600. So first year installment is 7,600 to bank account on the 31/12/2007, 7,600. So what is journal entry for this? Journal entry is hire seller account debtor to bank account. So by hire seller account to bank account. In hire seller account to bank account. In bank account to hire seller account. So next one, let's add both the side. So which is the higher? So 20 plus 1600, 21,600, that is the higher. So let's tally both the side. 21,600. It is here also 21,600, and write the remaining balance will be carried down. So it is 21,600 minus 4,000 minus 7,600. So we'll get 10,000. 10,000 should be carried down. Again for next year. So this is the 31st 12 2007 amount is the balance is carried down, and next day, the first day of the next year, so amount will be brought down. If amount carried down in the debit side, amount brought down to credit side. So on 1st 1/1/2008, first day of the next year. So it is 1/1/2008. So what is the balance brought down? Balance brought down is 10,000. So again we have to show the interest. What is the journal entry for showing the interest or calculating the interest? So interest account to higher seller account, by interest account to higher seller account. What is the interest here? Secondary interest is 1,000. See, I am coming in the descending order, not in ascending order. What is the interest? 1,000. So what is our second installment? See, he has given the second installment we have paid. We have paid 6,000 rupees. Second installment we have paid. So let's write on the 31st 12 2008. So we have made 6,000 rupees installment. This interest will be calculated 31st 12 2008. So again remaining balance should be carried down. Out of 11,000, if you deduct 6,000, what is the balance? So 11,000 minus 6,000. So it is 5,000 is the balance will be carried down. So again balance on what day? 31st 12 2008 balance will be carried down, and the first day of the next year is 1/1/2009. The balance should be brought down here. So let's first tally here 11,000. Again we have to brought down the amount on 1/1/2009. So the 5,000 rupees amount is brought down. So what is the interest? So we already calculated interest here is 500 rupees is the third year interest. So again add 500 show here. So total it is 5,500. Again the balance we have to pay the amount in, this is 31st 12 2009. At the end of the year we have to calculate the interest, and on the same day we have to make the installment. 31st 12 2009 we have to make the installment. How much? 5,500. So amount will get tally 5,500. No amount or no balance is available to carry down. Now let's go to the next account is asset account. So what is the journal entry? First journal entry for the where you will get asset account in journal entry. So journal entry appears first entry. So buy asset account or asset account to higher seller account. That means buy asset account to higher seller account. Who is the higher seller here? Tata Motor is the higher seller here. What is the asset here? Car account. So we can write car account or asset account. So who is the higher seller? General Motor is the higher seller. So what is the journal entry? So car account to higher seller account. So buy car account to higher seller account. On what day we have purchased the asset? On 1/1/2007 we have purchased the asset. And on what date? How much? What is the actual price of the asset? Actual price of the asset is 20,000. So what is the again next what is the other entry related to asset in journal entry? Where asset appears in the journal entry? Asset appears first entry in asset account to higher seller account. Next one is interest account. Second one is installment is paid. And third one is we have to calculate the depreciation. Fourth one is we have to calculate the depreciation. What is the journal entry for that? Depreciation account to asset account. That means buy depreciation account to asset account. So here buy depreciation account to asset account. When we are going to calculate the depreciation, at the end of the year we have to calculate the depreciation. So it is 31st 12 2007. So what is our first depreciation? We have already calculated here. The depreciation is, first depreciation is 4,000. So first depreciation is 4,000. Next amount will be carried down. So total, add both the side, tally 20,000, which is higher amount. 20,000 is the higher amount. Tally 20,000, 20,000. Remaining 60,000 will be carried down. So on the what date? 31st 12 2007. Again, first day of the next year, it will be brought down. So if it is carried down in the credit side, it should be brought down to debit side. So on 1/1/2008, it will be brought down. It is 16,000. Again, for 16,000, we have already calculated the depreciation. When we are going to calculate the depreciation? At the end of the second year. So it is 31st 12 2008. So already calculated depreciation here. So what is our second depreciation we have calculated is 3,200. So let's write 3,200. Again, remaining amount should be carried down to next year. So it is 31st 12 2008. By balance carried down. So both the side add. It is 16,000 is the higher amount. So it is 16,000 this side. So what is the remaining balance here? So here only we have 12,800. We can write here 12,800. Again, that balance should be brought down on what day? On first day of the next year. It is 12,800 should be brought down. So what is the depreciation? When you are going to calculate depreciation? Last day 12/2009. What is the depreciation for last year? 2,560 is the depreciation, right? 2,560. So total it is 12,800. Here also 12,800. So we should write here. What is the balance carried down? It is 10,240. So here it is 10,240. Again, on what day? 31st 12 2009. So again we have to brought down for next year. It is 31st, sorry, it is 1/1/2010 to balance brought down. It is 10,240 should brought down. This is the asset account. Now let's do the interest account. Where interest appears in journal entry? See, we are converting this journal entry to ledger entry. That's it. So without journal entry, we cannot prepare ledger. Keep this in mind. If you don't know the journal, preparing ledger entry is very, very difficult. So don't write in crude method. So please remember the journal entry, practice the journal entry, and if you know the journal entry, ledger is very, very simple and easy. Now let's go to the interest account. What is the interest account? Where interest appears in the journal entry? First entry is the purchasing of asset, second entry is the down payment, third entry is the calculation of interest. No. So what is the journal entry for calculation of interest? Interest account are to hire seller account, buy interest account to hire seller account. So buy interest account to hire seller account. When you are going to calculate the interest at the end of the year. So that means 31st 12 2007 to hire seller account. What is the first interest? What is the first year interest here? So let's see here. So 1,600 is the first year interest, and interest will be transferred to profit and loss account. There is a sixth entry. So after the down payment made and after interest is calculated, and next one is the installment is paid, and after that depreciation is charged, and later that interest and depreciation will be transferred to profit and loss account. Journal entry is profit and loss account. It are to interest account to depreciation account. So here, so 1,600 is the interest. Now, so interest account is 1,600 to on the same day 31st 12 2007. So by profit and loss account. So what is the journal entry? Here this is the third journal entry. So we have to show the interest is due, and later we have to transfer the interest to profit and loss account. Journal entry by profit and loss account to hire to interest account. So same amount will be transferred. 1,600. Tally both the side. It is tallied. 1600, 1600. Coming to second year. Again, second year we have to show the interest is due. So what is the journal entry to show the interest is due? So interest account are to hire seller account. So buy interest account to hire seller account on the last day 31st 12 2007. So what is the second year interest? Second year interest is 1000 rupees. So it is 1000. Again, should be transferred to profit and loss account. It is 1000. So both the side it is tallied 1000, 1000. So again, for the last year, what is the last year interest? 500 rupees is the last year interest. 5500 rupees we have paid. So 5000 rupees the cash price, remaining is the interest. So again 31st 12 2009. So it is 500 is the interest. Again, it should be transferred to profit and loss account 500. So tallied amount is 500. Here also 500. So this is our interest account. Let's go to the next account. Depreciation account, where depreciation appears in the journal entry first while calculating the depreciation. So how to calculate the depreciation? So please remember, see, by depreciation to asset account. That means depreciation is a profit or loss or profit and loss account. So we should show depreciation is the loss for the company. So where we will show the depreciation? So we have to show depreciation as depreciation account or to asset account. That means by depreciation to asset account. So it is by depreciation to asset account. What is the first year depreciation? And when we will calculate the depreciation at the end of the year, we will calculate the depreciation, and later that depreciation will be transferred to profit and loss account. That means profit and loss account are to depreciation to interest account. That means by profit and loss account. What is the first year depreciation? Let's see. So our first year depreciation is 4000. This is the first year, this is the second year, and this is the third year. So first depreciation is 4000. So let's write 4000 on what day? 31st 12 2007. So to asset it is 4000. Again it should be transferred to profit and loss account, depreciation account. So profit and loss account data to depreciation account. So it is 31st 12 2007. Again 4000. So both side is tallied 4000, 4000. Again come to the next year. Again next year also same entries or same entries in the journal entries. What is the journal entry where you will show the depreciation while charging the depreciation? That means depreciation account are to asset account. Then that same depreciation will be transferred to profit and loss account. That means profit and loss account to depreciation account. Next one, 31st 12 2008 to asset account. What is the second year depreciation? So let's look at the second year depreciation is 3200. Again that will be transferred to profit and loss account 3200. So tallied both the side 3200. Here also 3200. Next one, for the last year, what is the depreciation for the last year? It is 2560 is the depreciation. Again journal entry depreciation account are to asset account and profit and loss account are to depreciation account. 2560. So last date 31st 12 2009 2560. Here also 31st 12 2009 2560. Tallied both the side 2560. Here also 2560. So here we have prepared 4 accounts. What are those? First one, hire seller account. Second one, interest account, depreciation account, and asset account. So on the base of journal entries, we are preparing the ledger account. So please bear in your mind. So on the base of journal entry only, we can prepare the ledger account. Don't go in crude method. So even though if you want to go on crude method, you have to understand at least first year journal entry or first 6 entries. So asset account, purchasing of asset. Second one, paying the down payment. Third one, showing the interest is due or calculating the interest. Fourth one, So we have to pay the installment. Fifth one, calculation of depreciation. Sixth one, transferring depreciation and interest to profit and loss account. So this 6 entry, if you know, remaining journal and also ledger is very, very simple and easy. This type of problem you can expect for 15 marks, and if you have in the books of hire seller, you can expect for 10 marks. So in the this method, hire purchase method and installment method is like just like similar. Okay, if you know the journal entries and ledger entries for the hire purchaser, next chapter journal and ledger is very, very easy. Same type of problem and same type of entry will be appearing there also. So in the next session we are going to discuss on problems on ledger entries in the books of hire seller when the cash price is not given. Like this type of problem we will do in the books of hire seller. Till then, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or any doubts, please leave your comment here. We will try to answer your comments. Till then, thank you so much. See you in the next class.